Yugoslavia, a nation home to many ethnicities, cultures, beliefs, and turmoil. But what exactly led to Yugoslavia's downfall? We delve into the history and intricate details surrounding the collapse of Yugoslavia. Join us as we unravel the nation's troubled past and shed light on the complexities that led to its disintegration. From political tensions to ethnic conflicts, this comprehensive exploration offers valuable insights into the events that shaped Yugoslavia's downfall. The Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, founded in 1943 during World War II, was a federation made up of 6 socialist republics. From 1960 to 1980, the country was something of a regional power and an economic success story. The varied reasons for the country's breakup ranged from the cultural and religious divisions between the ethnic groups making up the nation, to the memories of World War II atrocities committed by all sides, to centrifugal nationalist forces. However, a series of major political events served as the catalyst for exacerbating inherent tensions in the Yugoslav Republic. Following the death of Tito in 1980, provisions of the 1974 Constitution provided for the effective devolution of all real power away from the federal government to the republics and autonomous provinces in Serbia, by establishing a collective presidency of the 8 provincial representatives and a federal government with little control over economic, cultural, and political policy. External factors also had a significant impact. The collapse of communism in Eastern Europe in 1989, the unification of Germany 1 year later, and the imminent collapse of the Soviet Union all served to erode Yugoslavia's political stability. As Eastern European states moved away from communist government and toward free elections and market economies, the West's attention focused away from Yugoslavia and undermined the extensive economic and financial support necessary to preserve a Yugoslav economy already close to collapse. The absence of a Soviet threat to the integrity and unity of Yugoslavia and its constituent parts meant that a powerful incentive for unity and cooperation was removed. Simultaneously, long-standing ethnic rivalries began resurfacing as each republic's aspirations for greater autonomy heightened. Conflicts between different ethnic groups, particularly Serbs, Croats, and Albanians, grew increasingly violent. The turning point came in 1991, when several republics sought to break away from the Yugoslav Federation, declaring independence. The declaration quickly escalated into a series of bloody wars, as different ethnic groups struggled for control over disputed territories. Over the course of just 3 years, torn by the rise of ethno-nationalism, a series of political conflicts and greater Serbian expansions, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia disintegrated into 5 successor states: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Slovenia, and the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, later known as Serbia and Montenegro. The brutality of the conflict was horrifying, marked by genocide, ethnic cleansing, and devastation. The war in Bosnia-Herzegovina was particularly gruesome, with mass killings and rape used as weapons of terror. The Yugoslav Army, HtA&x, briefly intervened in Slovenia, but it withdrew after 10 days, effectively confirming Slovenia's separation. The Serb minority in Croatia declared its own independence from the republic and its desire to join Serbia, sparking violence between armed militias. The HtA&x intervened in the conflict ostensibly to separate the militants, but it became quickly apparent that it favored the Croatian Serbs. The war that followed devastated Croatia, resulting in tens of thousands dead and hundreds of thousands of people displaced. In Bosnia-Herzegovina, a referendum on independence took place in March 1992, but was boycotted by the Serb minority. The republic declared its independence from Yugoslavia in May 1992. While the Serbs in Bosnia declared their own areas an independent republic. Macedonia itself also declared independence following a September 1991 referendum, and a U.S. peacekeeping and monitoring force was dispatched to the border with Serbia to monitor violence. The international community tried to mediate and intervene, but their efforts often fell short. It wasn't until negotiations brokered by the United States led to the Dayton Accords in 1995 that some semblance of peace was restored. Serbia and Montenegro formed a new Federal Republic of Yugoslavia as a successor state to old Yugoslavia, but the international community did not recognize its successor claim. Over the next 3 years, the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and displaced millions from their homes, as Europe witnessed the most horrific fighting on its territory since the end of World War II. In 1998-1999, violence erupted again in Kosovo, with the province's majority Albanian population calling for independence from Serbia. A NATO bombing campaign and economic sanctions forced the Milosevic regime to accept a NATO-led international peacekeeping force. The province was placed under UN administrative mandate. With the economy crumbling, Milosevic lost his grip on power in 2001, was arrested, and turned over to the International Crimes Tribunal in The Hague. He died in prison in 2006, before his trial concluded. In 2008, Kosovo declared independence and was recognized by the United States and most European states, despite Russian objections. Nevertheless, the disintegration of Yugoslavia left scars that still linger today. The legacy of bitterness and ethnic divisions remains a challenge for the region as it struggles to reconcile its troubled past.